Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so happy to have you here with me this afternoon, or whatever time of day it is where you are or happen to be watching this video. So glad to see you again. I missed you on Wednesday night. If you're new here, and by the way, summertime, West Philly, kind of getting that way, you're definitely going to hear some dogs barking. It won't continue. Someone's walking by. But if you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself, set any intention to your greatest needs or to your highest good, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, whatever it might be. Go ahead and throw it in the chat. We're going to start things off by building a beautiful crystal grid to all of your requests, and then we're going to drift into a lovely Reiki session that I am going to send to you wherever you are and whenever you happen to be watching this. If you would like to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance session or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all of my social media and my email newsletter. So thanks again for being here. Thank you for, sorry for the little bit of a late start. Let's dive on in, start building that grid, and get into some healing. Oh, it's so wonderful to see you all. Okay, let's say our hellos. Woohoo! So let's go with just setting this up. It looks like the cats have pre-blessed the grid, so the camera settings are a little bit interesting. There we go. I have got a Gertie kitty in my lap. Awesome. So let's say our hellos. We've got Cora Carr, Allie, Lila Ray, Dell, Flower, Joanna, Patty and Key, Alana, Derek, Dell. I did see Lori come in. Let's see, Lila Ray. Chris, Vincent, good to see you too. Little Tree, so good to have you. Joanna, Tabs. Yep, there's Lori. Oh, so good to see you all. Wonderful. And I'm just gonna having a little bit of trouble reading the first few requests, so I'm gonna see what I can do about that. Hang tight a moment. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, this Mercury retrograde has been extra, hasn't it all? Yeah. How are y'all holding up? Ah, gotcha. Oh, Allie B. I'm glad I grabbed that. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So, solar plexus, backbone, boundaries. Awesome. So, it's so good to see y'all. Let's see. Oh, wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Okay, so first request we have, and for those of you who might be new, oh, and don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you for the reminder. If you're new, you can request specific stones. If I have them, I'll put them in. Otherwise, I'll grab something that works just as well if I possibly can. So let's see, for Allie, solar plexus, boundary strengthening. Oh yeah, gotcha there. Good people in and bad people out. Yep. Actually, let's do this one. Super 7 and amplifier quartz. Oh yeah. Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Wonderful. So let's go ahead with some boundaries, standing up for ourselves, and lots of solar plexus love. Solar plexus is the chakra that helps with our sense of self, personal identity, and free will. And let me just turn up the volume just a bit. There we go. So yellow calcite helps to support that solar plexus chakra, boosts our sense of self. It helps us with boundaries so much, with not only making boundaries, but setting them to support our own good and our own well-being. It helps us with setting priorities based on what our desires are, while also letting go of any feelings of a need for approval from anyone else. Helps too with just general confidence and optimism in general. It's a wonderful joy stone. It brings a lot of really happy energy in. So I'm going to start out with, actually, I'm going to start out with 2 pieces. I think we're going to end up having a big grid today. So let's go ahead with that. Next, for bringing in the good people, one of everyone's favorite, this is honey calcite. Honey calcite brings in a lot of optimism, even when things are really tough and challenging. It's great for postmenopausal women. It may not look like it, but I am one. And it also helps attract the best people into your life right here and now. So whether that's new neighbors, new colleagues, new friends, this helps bring in that good stuff. It also helps to boost the solar plexus as well. So definitely a good one here. And for kind of being able to tell like who is who and who to trust and such, like keeping the bad ones away, we'll definitely have some more protective stones coming in. But this one I think really is helpful. This is an anhydro quartz, and it's called that because it has water stuck in it. Yes, this crystal actually formed itself around water, and there's water stuck in there, which is amazing. It's also double terminated, so 2 points, and there's 2 of them. This helps with any kind of fluid imbalance. It also helps with releasing destructive emotional patterns, and it helps to determine the credibility of people as well as information. It helps with accessing details of for healing in the past and in the future if you're doing any of that kind of work. And it's lovely with connecting with your family's genealogical history. So that is really helpful there. It's also helpful for like keeping things amicable with people that are difficult, but you kind of have to have in your life. So that's a good one there. Super 7 is a powerhouse for intuition. No matter how you intuit, if it's mediumship, channeling, visionary things, if you dream, however you do it, this will boost it in a big way. In addition, it's also going to help with anything that you're working towards, like a larger goal or a larger plan or dream you're having that you're showing up for on a regular basis. This helps keep you on task. Helpful too for strengthening your energy field, which will definitely help those boundaries. It's lovely for peace, inner harmony, and with healing any kind of past lives and older karma. So that is Super 7. I'll bring that in. And manifestation quartz is exactly what it sounds like. It helps to boost anything that we are manifesting or calling on the universe for. Feel free to go ahead and take anything that you are working on calling in, and imagine this is almost like the birthday candle on the crystal grid cake, carrying those up to spirit. So that is manifestation quartz. So wonderful. So good to see you, Allie. And I'm so glad that you are here. Jennifer Vatsa, lots of love. Oh, loving all this. Oh, such an awesome crowd. I mean, we always have an awesome crowd. I mean, I'm a little bit jealous. This is like the lightning in a bottle crew, but today feels especially special, if that makes sense. Dell, it's so good to see you. So we've got your Super 7. Let's go for some indigo gabbro, crazy lace agate. Indigo gabbro, crazy lace agate, garnet aventurine, clear quartz. There we go. Kumbaba stone and selenite. Awesome. So selenite really helps to keep energy clear, and that's whether it's our energy field or even a space. This is lovely for connecting with your spirit guides and your angels, and it can also help clear the energy of crystals. If you're wondering, like, I'm not sure which can I put in salt and which can I not put in water and all that stuff. As long as you don't put this guy in water, you're good. You can go ahead and place this near or on your other crystals. It will clear their energy as well. So that is selenite. And it's so important. I actually always keep a big piece at the bottom of the grid right there. Every session we do. Clear quartz is an amplifier all by itself. It takes any intentions that you have and it kind of boosts it, and it boosts the energy of other crystals around it as well. This is also a stone, especially given that these are double pointed or double terminated. You can take a crystal shaped like this and kind of put it vertically anywhere on the body, say like this, and it will help align your energy centers pretty well. So yeah, you can use these also to stand in for any crystals you may not have in your collection or for any reason might not want to get. I know some it's for price and some it's for mining conditions, and clear quartz is found pretty much everywhere. So a lovely boosting stone. Kambaba stone is actually fossilized blue-green algae. This is superb for connecting to the earth and healing the ecology, and it's wonderful for connecting with our ancestors. It's also really helpful for courage, confidence, learning, especially learning languages, especially if those languages are the languages of your ancestors. Also helpful for mental focus, finding errors in a lot of data, finding patterns, and for even boosting the output of crops. It's thought to help that too. So we're going to go ahead and bring in this Kambaba stone, which also gets called Kambaba jasper. It is the same stone, even though it's not technically a jasper. It is the same stone. There we go. There we go. So that is Kambaba. Garnet is the birthstone of January. That's the month that I was born. And it is very, very Capricorn in its energy. It helps us to organize. It helps with creativity and taking a fresh look at the way in which we do things. If you want to use less resources and find the most efficient and easiest way to do anything. So if you are doing your spring cleaning, if you are looking at your to-do list and thinking, how do I get this all done? Garnet's going to help you kind of think outside the box and find new approaches that are just better for your overall energy and time and resources. It's also great for creativity, courage, very grounding and stabilizing in times of change and in times of difficulty. So we will bring that in. Can be very balancing for the root chakra. Green aventurine helps with allergies, eye problems, heart rhythms, and it also helps, speaking of allergies, let me take a drink of water. This also helps with expanding our vision of our own potential. If you're someone that struggles with seeing you as being able to do something, if you think, oh, I could never do that, I could never learn that, aventurine is something that can really give you that heartfelt confidence and that boost to give it a shot and kind of believe in yourself that you can do more than you might think. So that is green aventurine. We don't get the grid even in the beginning, it's a lot harder to even out later. So yes, here we go. Okay. Awesome. All right, next is indigo gabbro. This also goes by the name mystic merlinite. This can help with basically seeing the ways in which we get in our own way, our detrimental tendencies. If you're having a hard time seeing, like, why do I keep coming back to the same pattern? This can help illuminate the source so that you can kind of nip it in the bud a little bit. It's also wonderful for things like menstrual pain and menopause, as well as integrating your spiritual connection. Also helps with intuition and dream states, meditation. So that is indigo gabbro. There we go. And crazy lace agate, this helps with courage, confidence, as well as balance and protection. It helps to balance the heart and the solar plexus, so your center of compassion and love with your center of self. Also wonderful for boosting physical energy and helping to heal the skin, eyes, and even helping with speech. So that is crazy lace agate. It's very connected with the energy of spider. So if you find spider to be a protective element for you, or if you have a phobia of spiders, this is also a great stone. So that's crazy lace agate. So thank you for being here, Del. It's so good to have you. Awesome. Lori, awesome. Oh, I like those requests. Catherine, welcome in. If anyone is new, I mostly go from top to bottom with the requests, but I do peek around to see if I can't accommodate more than one person's request at a time. Awesome. So glad y'all are here. Yes, TGIF indeed. Okay, so for Lori, we are bringing in some jade, Larimer, and rose quartz. Jade, Larimer, rose quartz, opal, azurite, peacock ore. Opal, azurite. Opal, azurite, peacock ore, rhodonite, emerald, ruby, lapis. Awesome. Let's start with some beautiful ruby. Ruby helps with quite a few things, including love and fertility. It also helps us with releasing fear. It helps to stop nightmares, and it can help to create a space of financial stability. It's wonderful for helping us make decisions, as well as giving us the courage to be ourselves and helping to lend a little bit of help when it comes to things like leadership. Wonderful too for fibromyalgia pain. So that is ruby. And this is what ruby looks like before it's cut and faceted and made all shiny. It's naturally just gorgeous all on its own. Jade is sacred to so many people, from China to the Mayans. This helps with peace on the body, mind, and spirit level, helps with making our biggest dreams a reality, and shifting our essentially our luck and shifting our luck to the more positive. Helpful too with resourcefulness, confidence. It's great for grounding stress, and it's wonderful for prioritizing yourself, which can be really empowering. And it can be really hard to prioritize ourselves. We have lots of responsibilities that we juggle, and jade is one that can help us to remember ourselves in the confluence of all of it. So that's jade. Sort of an all-around just amazing stone for everyone. Larimer helps us to connect with our spiritual purpose, and it helps us to not only connect with our spiritual purpose, but feel confident in stepping forward in a way that is unique to us. Everyone's spiritual path is different and unique, and it's not one that's just sitting there for us. It's one that we are breaking. This gives you the confidence to do things in the way that nobody else has done them before. It helps with pioneering attitude and innovation in that regard, and it can also help with separating the ego from self in healing work, which is really important. So we will bring in that Larimer, which is found, we only know of it being found in one place on Earth, and that's the Dominican Republic. Emerald helps with skin and tissue healing, as well as helping our confidence about our physical appearance, especially those things that we're really sensitive about. It helps with bronchitis, the lungs, the upper respiratory system. If anyone's feeling the effects of asthma coming on with seasonal stuff, I know I am, Emerald can be helpful for that too. It also helps to reinvigorate our passions in life. So if you feel like you're kind of stuck in a rut, this can help kind of shake things loose. Here we go. Azurite. Azurite is lovely for creativity, and you can see with this beautiful azure blue how it gets its name. But it also helps with intuition as well as insight. It's wonderful for connecting to our spiritual side and also for connecting to our spirit guides and even learning from them as we connect with them. It helps to calm and quiet the mind, especially during meditation or spiritual work. And it's lovely for dissolving energy blockages and just obstacles in life. Helpful too with spinal alignment, muscle spasms, and uncontrolled muscle movements like tics. So that is azurite. Rose quartz is one we're all likely to be somewhat familiar with. Definitely the stone of love and compassion, our heart center. If you feel emotionally drained or overwhelmed, rose quartz is always a superb choice. If you are working on, say, boosting your vision of what you deserve in life, this is really helpful. So if you're shifting into a paradigm of better relationships and of even just seeing yourself as a loving and lovable person more than you may have previously believed, rose quartz can really support that over a long term. So it's one that I often recommend for folks who are, as I've found it helpful in my personal path, it's one that I found helpful for, like, wait a minute, I am more than I think I am. I am lovable. All those things. Yes, it's very helpful. So rose quartz for sure. Rhodonite helps with healing a broken heart. And it also helps with just heartbreak in general. It's wonderful for the lungs as well as allergies, anything autoimmune, and asthma. So all about this season for sure. Lovely too for any kind of unrequited love, as well as anyone healing past emotional abuse, for dealing with any kind of insecurities. And it's also lovely for just balancing yin and yang in the body. So that is rhodonite. There we go. Lapis helps with pain and inflammation, but it's also an excellent stone for anything career-wise. This does help with career mobility. And also if you are looking to grow your integrity, your talk-to-do ratio, as my friend Janie would call it. If you're looking to be more personally responsible, this can help with all of those things. It also helps with truth, honesty, and good, deep communication. So this is one of those stones that can especially help during a Mercury retrograde, like right now. And it's also helpful for things like vertigo and hearing loss, like inner ear stuff. So it's also a good one for moving past like disorganization. If you tend towards disorganization, if you're trying to like work through that, lapis can be really helpful. Opal is a deeply spiritual protector. Many different peoples use this with their medicine people, their shamans, if you will. It's thought to help protect that medicine person from being noticed or even seen by any energy or entity that would do it harm. This is also really helpful for attracting love and lots of good energy. So that is opal, fire opal specifically in this case. And peacock ore or chalcopyrite, this is an excellent stone for executive function. If you have trouble with things like scheduling, with order of operations, with organized thought, this can be really helpful. As someone with PTSD, specifically CPTSD, this is really helpful for me in the challenges I face there. It's also really lovely for rebirth, renewal, and even literally giving birth. So that is peacock ore or chalcopyrite. And I'm just going to kind of put that here. We will work it into the grid as we keep going. And thank you so much for being here, Lori. It's lovely to see you. And let's... Awesome. Just making sure I'm not skipping anybody. Tabs. You're going to be watching from work later. I hope you have a beautiful shift. And let's see. Managing physical pain, headache, energy focus, being present in the moment, and bringing passion back into work. Bringing passion back into work. Emerald is really helpful for that. Another one that's helpful for that, which I did see requested, I believe, by Flower, is polychrome jasper. Polychrome jasper helps to reinvigorate our sense of our soul's purpose, and that's definitely the work that we do is included in that. But it also helps to motivate us and give us lots of self-confidence. Additionally, this is one that helps us to get moving. So if you have mobility issues, I know I do, this can help us to, one, feel motivated to get up and move, and two, help make that moving easier, helping mobility become easier and less of a challenge. Definitely helps with joint health and also with the Earth Star chakra, which is beneath the root chakra. And that's where we take our greatest our soul's purpose and actually show up in it and make it actionable. So really helpful stone for that. Energy and focus. Physical pain, definitely. Lapis helps. Headache. Pink tourmaline. Malachite. Present moment. Mm-hmm. Let's bring in some bumblebee jasper too. So for physical energy and mental focus, this is a lovely choice. Bumblebee jasper. This does have a significant amount of arsenic as well as sulfur in it, so do be careful with it. But this is one that helps with things like decision making, having the energy to and the motivation to do the work, but also the mental focus to carry it through. It helps with collaborative and group work, and it's also just full of positivity and motivation. So that is bumblebee jasper. Being in the present moment, one of my favorite stones for that is Herkimer diamond. And this is a type of clear quartz found in the Herkimer, New York region of the US. This helps, in addition to being in the present moment, it helps to boost anything that you're manifesting. It helps you to connect to spirit, to boost intuition. It definitely brings on a lot of room for relaxation. It's a great Friday stone. And it helps with balancing disharmonious energy. So that is Herkimer diamond, otherwise known as Herkimer quartz. So we'll go ahead and bring that in. There we go. Here we go. Pink tourmaline is excellent for headaches. It's my favorite stone for headaches. It's also excellent for any kind of gynecologic issue at all. Anything from endometriosis to menstrual cramps to menopause. Love it for all of it. Helpful too for mother-baby bonding, spinal injuries, muscle weakness, and even breaking down a negative self-image so you can rebuild your image of yourself in a more positive way. So that is pink tourmaline. And malachite. This is helpful. I did see one that was asking for some help with like clearing the body. This can help with that too. This is wonderful for things like the pancreas, spleen, liver. This is thought of like one of those beautiful stones for that. Also helps arthritis, inflammation, and general pain, as well as insomnia. It helps with processing really difficult emotions in the heart center so that you can let the past go and move forward without quite so much emotional pain. It's also helpful for depression, anxiety, and phobias. So that's malachite. And this is always a good time to do the reminder I try to put in every stream. All the things I do are complementary and are meant to help support you in your path. I don't view anything I do as a replacement for medications or anything, whether it's natural or scientific or the crossovers between. I believe in using all the things. Yes, I use the crystals, and I also use antidepressants. I have no problem with that. And I invite you to make the best decisions for your health and healing, and I'm here to support you in the limited capacity that I can. So lots of love to you, whatever you might be struggling with. Feel free to bring your authenticity right here. I will celebrate it. And it's so good to see you. Lots of love to you, Tabs, and I hope that you have a beautiful shift. Awesome. Yay, Joanna Flower. Headache, allergy, sinus relief. Gotcha, Lila Ray. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, so headache, allergy, sinus relief. We've got a bunch of those stones, but there's definitely some more. So let's bring in, oh, that's what I wanted. Okay. So first we'll bring in some rhodochrosite. This can help with things like the heart and circulation, as well as intuition, telepathy, and journeying. Wonderful for mother-baby bonding and healing any kind of maternal wounds. Lovely too for asthma, allergies, and also for headaches, especially stress headaches, but not limited to. So I'm going to bring this in. Helps us also to connect with our ancestors as well as our deceased animal companions. So that's rhodochrosite. And another one that can be helpful for sinuses and allergies, like my favorites for those, honestly, is aventurine and rhodonite. I actually am wearing rhodonite right now. Totally feel you on that. Green kyanite can be really good for the throat, chest, lungs, heart, asthma, allergies. Also helps us to better connect, quite ironically or hilariously, with nature, the spirits of nature and the plants, as well as creating wisdom through our intuition. It's wonderful too for, in general, balancing our spiritual life with our mundane life. So if you're feeling like, when I'm spiritual, and when I'm at work, I feel like I'm a different person, this can help you to feel a little bit more balanced. So that again is green kyanite. So I hope that helps, Lila Ray. Lots of love. I know allergy season is no joke. Me and my primary care were talking about how I actually started using one of the nasal spray ones because all the other allergy medicines, they just make me feel not myself. except the nasal spray, and we were both bonding over how grateful we are we live in this time in history. So yeah, I understand. I absolutely understand. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah. I find neti pot helpful for that too, but I also live in a place where I can easily like distill my own water. So that's lovely, but always, be careful with that too. And not everyone finds that particularly helpful. Let's see what Chris has for some requests. It's so good to see you. Lots of love to you and Eva. Let's see. We've got some of your requests already there. So let's grab some leopard skin, some carnelian. Leopard skin, carnelian, moonstone, rutilated, and I'm going to grab angelite for sure. Got a lot of your requests already. Okay, cool. So let's bring in angelite, which, as the name would suggest, helps us to connect with our angels. It's also a wonderful stone to boost our connection to and healing from sound healing. Helps too with just feeling connected to source, very protective, like high level spiritual protection. And anytime you're doing work with your angels, or if you're starting to want to work with your angels, this is a superb choice. So that is angelite. Let's bring this here and here. Rutilated quartz has long been associated with being a good talisman or intention stone for folks that are healing or struggling with cancer, because these pointed areas here are thought to take whatever treatments you're getting for any reason and like focus them to where they're most helpful. So that really could work for anything, including like allergy medicine, whether it's natural or over the counter or what have you. This is also one that helps us to bring focus to the mind as well as boost our physical energy. So it's a lovely stone all around, and so I'm so lucky to have it to share with all of you. Let's bring in rutilated here and here. Lots of love there. Moonstone is helpful for, as the name would suggest, anything having to do with the cycles, rhythms, and patterns of nature, including and especially the lunar cycles. If you do any full or new moon magic, this is a must-have. It can look a lot of different ways. Rainbow moonstone definitely looks different. I have that too if anyone's interested. But moonstone helps with connection to those, not only the cycles of nature and within ourselves, but also trusting divine timing, attracting love. It's very protective of both women and travelers, helps us to better connect with the divine feminine, and also helps us to connect to ancient wisdom and even healing techniques. It's great for intuition too. So let's bring this in. It can also help us to release like unhelpful patterns that we might have. So let's go ahead and bring in this beautiful moonstone. Leopard skin jasper is supportive of our animal companions, their well-being. Also helpful for coordination and balance. Anything impacting the skin. And it's helpful for attracting a soulmate type relationship. Wonderful too for connecting with our animal guides and guardians. So that is leopard skin jasper. I love working with leopard skin jasper. There we go. There we go. And carnelian is lovely for everything having to do with our sacral chakra. That's just beneath the navel, and that relates to everything around relationships. our close, intimate, personal relationships, and more broadly, how we relate to the world and society around us. It helps with romance and sexuality, sensuality, as well as fertility. It's also helpful for allergies as well as colds, so definitely good timing there. Helps wonderfully too with attracting a soulmate type relationship, and it boosts creativity, which is also part of the sacral chakra. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Beautiful deep orange. Okay. There we go. And I'll just make sure I get the rest of the things that you requested that we didn't. Actually, I'll just get, because there's only one left. Celestite is another wonderful stone for connecting with our angels. It's actually related to angelite. Angelite, under the right circumstances in the Earth's crust, will turn into celestite over time. This helps with discerning what's our logic, what's our intuition, what's maybe a fear popping up, and telling those things apart. So it's great for anyone that's struggling with the fine tuning of intuition, and also helps us to connect with higher wisdom and our spirit guides as well as our angels. It's wonderful too for pain. It helps to bring us into our spiritual layers a little bit more, put the focus on our spiritual chakras, our upper chakras, so that our experience of pain is sort of mitigated. So that is celestite. Wonderful. Good to see you, Chris. Oh, hi, Jade. Welcome in. Samantha, it's good to see you. Yeah, a lot happening recently, Vincent. You are absolutely right. Jade, what is moss agate good for? Well, let's bring it in, because I think that's a good one. Oh no, Catherine, you have a cold. Oh, I'm so sorry to see that. Let's see. Okay. And let's see. Moss agate is actually good for a lot of things. So this will actually help with Catherine's cold for sure. This is good for any kind of infection, illness, anything spreading through the body quickly that shouldn't be there. It's highly regarded in Chinese medicine for helping the body to kind of take care of it. Wonderful too for connection with nature, for releasing fears about the unknown, and for helping connect and do work around inner child and the higher self. It's helpful too for connection to spirit and just unconditional love. Hang on one moment. Sorry about that. Yep, I am definitely feeling the stuff in the air. Oh, Lila Ray, something for your sister in the hospital for pericarditis. I'm not sure what that is. It sounds like something with the heart and the pericardium. That's what I'm assuming just by the words in that. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me see. Heart and circulation, one aventurine is great. Also, actually heart rhythms is aventurine too. But let's bring in some aquamarine. This helps with fluid movement in the body, circulation, helps with also the teeth and gums, and it's wonderful for forgiveness, whether that's I forgive you to give you another chance, or I forgive you to set you free and let you go. Whatever is best for you, it still helps. And it's wonderful for bringing justice into the matter, like may justice prevail. Helpful too as I like to call it the anti-Karen stone. It is a very potent stone of helping to discourage pettiness and immature behavior, the already aggrieved, the people who are looking for someone to take out their ill feelings on, that kind of thing. So yeah, the anti-Karen stone, but it does help with circulation. So let me know if I have that wrong with pericarditis. Let me know more about it. I might be able to think some better stones, but all the best to your sister and to you. I hope everything's all right. Alana, Reiki for fear-based constructs and anxiety. Feeling safe and comfortable. Absolutely. Let's bring that in. So releasing fear. Releasing fear, definitely Ruby is so helpful with that. Let's see. One of my favorites for that to help balance the root chakra is actually red jasper. It's really empowering. It helps with everything around the fight or flight, fear and safety kind of mode, which is everything in the root chakra. That's also a lot of anxiety can begin there too. This helps with psychic and spiritual protection as well, and it can help you to stand up for yourself as well as to stand up against injustices or bullying or anything like that. It's wonderful for emotional support during long-term convalescence or long-term recoveries, and also great for just like the depression side of things too. It also has a connection with fertility, but yeah, this is good for just like fear-based stuff and anxiety on that level. So let's bring in red jasper. I hope that helps, but yeah, the ruby will help you too for sure. Awesome. Good to see you. Lots of love, hon. Yeah, it also brings in this sense of like feeling safe and like connected and just aware of what's going on. It's a very grounding stone. And Derek, a friend in pain in the hospital after surgery. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And clear toxins in the body for her. Gotcha. Definitely clearing toxins in the body. Malachite's helpful for. Shungite is helpful for. And recovering from surgery and also pain. Pain, my go-to pain stones, honestly, are usually lapis and malachite. But one that can definitely help with the recovery from illness and injury is epidote. This also helps with negative self-talk. If anyone yells at themselves or tells themselves that they're bad, mean, stupid, any of the things that we tell ourselves sometimes, maybe we're repeating the words of someone else who said that to us once upon a time, anything like that. This helps to break that habit. It's also wonderful for the nervous system as well as the skin, which is really helpful after surgery. So that is epidote. Let's bring that in. And shungite can also be helpful with physical recovery and tissue repair. So like after a surgery, that can really be helpful. And shungite, in addition to that, helps with deep clearing the energy field and the body. In fact, this stone in and of itself may actually be part of your water filtration system in your home if you have one. It's known to absorb things that are not great for the human body. It's also great for releasing emotional pain, stress, and releasing energy blocks. So when is this ever a bad stone to add to a grid? It also helps with any kind of electromagnetic fields. If you're someone who's sensitive to those, you might be around a lot of electronic equipment and suddenly feel either tired or paranoid or anything like that. This is thought to be helpful. And there's a lot of electronics in hospitals, so shungite should be helpful. All the best to your friend and all the best to you. And yeah, clearing the toxins, we got that. So all the best to you, Derek. Oh, Patty, you haven't been sleeping well. Okay. Well, let's definitely bring in something to help with that. Labradorite's another one that can help with sleeping better, as well as malachite. Labradorite is superb for better sleep, but also for creating a space of workplace harmony and calming disputes. It's lovely for detailed attention, like fine details and things, and for clairvoyance, as well as enjoying travel. And clairvoyance is our spiritual or psychic gift around sight, the intuitions that we see. So that is labradorite. Labradorite is very related to moonstone and rainbow moonstone. In fact, jewelers call rainbow moonstone white labradorite. There we go. Awesome. I hope you sleep better, and I'll definitely be thinking of the stones you generally like. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring in some desert rose selenite because I know that's been helpful for you. So desert rose selenite helps with big life changes, especially those big changes that we make through small, consistent effort. This can help support us as we take those steps. It's wonderful too for redefining ourselves after any kind of loss or in the face of big change. And it's helpful for relieving stomach upset, acne, eczema, and fighting viruses. It's also helpful for the well-being of our animal companions, and it's superb for men's health. Helpful too for real estate transactions, as well as paperwork around real estate, including rental leases and things, and even finding a place to live. So that is desert rose selenite. There we go. There we go. Awesome. And I hope you feel better soon. I hope you get some good sleep. Joanna Sparkle's intention to help your friend expand her spiritual community and YouTube channel. Ooh, definitely let me know more about her. I'll go follow her. Cool. Let's see. To kind of bring you out there, let's bring in some sunstone. Sunstone helps with confidence and expanding our vision of what we're capable of, but it also really helps boost our prominence. Like if you're looking to be seen, to be noticed, this can be really, really helpful. It can help you with marketing a business or a YouTube channel. It can help with protection against those who would exploit you or manipulate you around money. And it also helps to bring a lot of career opportunities too. It's wonderful for phobias and for, just marketing yourself or your business in any way. So we will bring in sunstone. It's such a confidence builder. It really does help you to be seen. So let's bring that in. Awesome. All the best. All the best. And good to see you, Joanna. Lithoray, we've got manifestation quartz in there. Korakar, Allie. Request something for having fun and joy and bringing in sales and money and removing financial blocks and limits. Gotcha. Sunstone will help with that to some extent, but let's see. Fun and joy, let's do some fuchsite. And for bringing in sales and money, we'll bring in some cinnabar and removing financial blocks and limits. Let's bring in some citrine. Citrine is great for manifesting financial abundance and all the things we need in life. It's also helpful for balancing logic with intuition for really balanced decision making. Wonderful for addictions, compulsions, nausea, fibromyalgia pain, and for just anything having to do with bringing in the money and boosting your earnings and the stuff you need to survive and thrive. So that is citrine. True citrine is getting so hard to find. That's why I don't have any in the crystal shop right now. So there we go, that's citrine. Fuchsite. This helps to boost our sense of fun. It helps us to feel like we can give in and just have fun for the sake of fun. It helps too with connection to inner child work as well as carpal tunnel. It helps to encourage play overall, and it's wonderful for spinal alignment as well as sleep disturbances. So this will help Key and Patty as well. So that is Fuchsite. And yeah, as you can hear, my window is open. It's so nice to have fresh air. But yeah, it's Philly, so you're going to hear some Philly. And for attracting those customers, this'll also help with their channel. This is Cinnabar. So Cinnabar has been used for thousands of years by humanity, by people. It is essentially what we can turn into mercury. This is mercury ore, and that's just the red. So notice I'm trying not to touch the red. You may also see it as sold as Cinnabrite, which is actually what this is. Those little red dots there that you can barely see are what's actually the Cinnabar, because mercury is quite toxic. And the rest is more or less quartz and granite, and sold as Cinnabrite, just a safer alternative. But this has long been thought of as a merchant stone to attract customers to a business. So we will bring that in. And all the best to you, Allie. It's so good to see you. Flower, polychrome, we got you. Lepidolite. Let's do it. Lepidolite is quickly becoming like one of our favorites. This one helps with calming, soothing, understanding the emotions, and also highlighting any patterns that we can release. Helpful too for discernment, especially around, should I stay? Should I go? Am I in the right place? Is there a better place for me? Wonderful too for all around mental health support. Things like codependency, obsessive thoughts, and just a general mood boost as well. Helpful too for addiction, and it's also got a lot of folks feel that this can be helpful for the joints as well as with weight loss. So this is lepidolite. Lepidolite is lithium mica, and I definitely do not recommend just like putting it in water and drinking. I don't recommend that with any stone, because a lot of times when you buy stones, they're mislabeled, not because anyone had any ill intentions, just that's kind of the industry and the way stones can get trickled down into the healing arts. But lepidolite, lithium specifically, can have paradoxical or opposite effects in some people. So hang on to it as a crystal, not so much for the ingestion, unless it's actually a prescription medication too. So maybe in that regard, it's okay, but not a DIY that I would mess with. But it is wonderful to carry with you. It's a very helpful stone. Yeah, I hope the nice weather continues too, Allie. Hey, Lisa. Aqua, Earth, and Fire. It's good to see you. Welcome in. And can one have adverse effects from crystals? I think I just mentioned one. Generally no, unless it's like a really physically toxic stone. Like this one has a lot of arsenic in it. This one could have, depending on what's in it. I don't suggest making gem essences directly, meaning putting the crystal in the water and then drinking the water. You can do a double decant method or make a safe energy elixir with crystals without actually putting the crystal in the water. So that's the only time really. The energy of them won't have an adverse effect so much. I hope that helps. I hope that answers your question. Citrine, fuchsite. How do you spell it? Fuchsite is I think I have my caps lock on. Sorry about that. Cool. Okay, Renee, it's wonderful to see you. The anti-Karen stone, Derek? Yes, you did hear that right. Yep, the anti-Karen stone. Okay, good, Lila Ray. I'm glad. Okay. Yeah, I knew I was just sort of looking at the word like, I think this is what it is. But, you know, you don't need anatomy training to do Reiki. And I only have a certain level of understanding. Thankfully, I don't have any cardiac issues. So I tend to be a little less knowledgeable there. Jennifer Vatsa, let's bring in some. Finding where you hid some old memories, I can understand that. Integration of patterns and connections, communication, love. Stones, kunzite, blue lace agate, and peacock ore. I'm also going to bring in some pyrite for you, Jen. Pyrite is lovely for memory and information recall, so I hope that brings some help. This is also one that helps with attracting financial abundance. It is fool's gold, which is often found near real gold, so it's thought to help call in the real stuff. It's wonderful to help your body get the most out of a Reiki session. It's also helpful for the lungs as well as fever, and it's thought to aid with the side effects of radiation treatments as well. So that is pyrite. There we go. Pink kunzite is the stone of compassion and love. This can help with compassion for ourselves as well as compassion from others, and it can also help to open the heart to love again after heartache and heartbreak, as well as commitment-based love, helping to call that in. Helpful for hormones, puberty, chemical sensitivities and allergies, neuralgia, coming back post-anesthesia, and also for helping new moms and sleepless babies, as well as dealing with toxic bosses. So that's a really cool one. That is pink kunzite. Love working with this stone. Yeah, oftentimes, like when I have it sitting on salt right now, but anytime I've gone in for a surgery to like help me bounce back after the anesthesia, I always put that in my bag. So once I can put jewelry back on, that's one I like to have on my wrist. I find it helpful there. And blue lace agate is another one that can help headaches, as well as sore throat, anything going on with the throat. Helps with skin allergies, tension in general, as well as arthritis and fractures, like bone fractures. This is also a lovely stone if you're trying to say something that's difficult emotionally to share, or if you are trying to soften the words you need to share with someone else to make it more gentle for them to hear. So that's blue lace agate. Oop, there we go. Awesome. So I hope that helps, Jen. It's lovely to see you. And yeah, we got the peacock ore here too. See. And the integration, indigo gabbro helps that too. Whatever will help you get rid of that ridiculous cold. We've pretty much covered that, but definitely my favorite for colds are moss agate and carnelian for sure, as well as emerald and even green kyanite. So I hope that helps. Please feel better soon. Samantha, Reiki for you, your dog, background creative gigs. Gotcha. Energy manifestation, endometriosis, and psoriasis. Gotcha. So let's bring in some tourmalinated quartz and some dumortierite. And for more creative energy, let's bring in some amber. So tourmalinated quartz is, it can be clear, it can be colored like this one. It's when black tourmaline is going through quartz. Black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy, keeping it at bay. And so having it go through quartz really helps to break up old stuck energy, including old patterns, even from childhood. It helps to release and ground a lot of nervous energy, and it's thought to help bring in good fortune, good luck, and it's wonderful for calling in new job opportunities, new revenue streams, whether it's like a side gig or a passive revenue thing. This can really help you find new ways of earning. It's also helpful for healing old emotional trauma. Like if you try to do work on it and then all of a sudden it's like everything's attached to that one trauma, this helps you break it up into smaller pieces, making it easier to step through that type of healing. Also helpful for protection of travelers, particularly by car. So that is tourmalinated quartz. Dumortierite is lovely for releasing anger and resentment, as well as frustration, and it helps to heal ligaments and tendons. It provides us with lots more patience, and it's wonderful for nervous dogs. It's also really helpful for giving us a little bit of empowerment in standing up for ourselves when needed, and it can help to improve situations that feel like they're beyond hope. Lovely too for tidiness, like if you're trying to be more tidy and set new intentions around that. So that is dumortierite, and let's go ahead and put a couple pieces right here. Those were a gift from Jennifer Vatsa. Definitely check out her crystal shop. She sells way more than crystals, but check out belladonnasbotanicals.com. And amber helps with boosting creativity as well as attracting lasting love. It's wonderful for teething and tooth pain, as well as softening really rigid beliefs and attitudes. It helps for things like depression, seasonal affective disorder. It's really helpful for luck and protection, as well as mental health and healing, and releasing negativity. It's also really great for breaking up and releasing emotional blocks. So that is amber, and amber is fossilized tree sap. In China, this is often seen as a sign of courage, and it's often called the equivalent of tiger tears or lion tears. Awesome. And endometriosis, we have pink tourmaline in there for you. So all the best to you, hon. Oh, Dell, thank you so much. Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Anything to help let go of repeat negative patterns? Yeah, definitely the amber I just put in helps to release that. Also, tourmalinated quartz and indigo gabbro is excellent for seeing those detrimental tendencies, the things we keep doing over and over again and don't see. It kind of helps illuminate them so that we can process them and let them go. Moonstone is also really helpful for that. For Renee, sinus drainage and all that follows that, if not already in there. Yeah, we've got all those, but let's see. think we've got all of the allergy stones in there. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, we definitely do. Awesome. Let's bring in some galena though. This can help with releasing like inflammation, and definitely things like postnasal drip can lead to inflammation, and sinuses can get inflamed with allergies. So this has a lot of lead. This is a perfect example of a stone you don't want to put in water and then drink. It also helps with your sense of smell, as well as disorders of the veins, hair growth, and mental emotional transformation. It's also helpful with winnings of money and with return of anything lost or stolen from you. Helps with healing insights on the physical level, grounding, centering, and lots of energy protection. So also wonderful for like boils and cysts and things like that. So that is galena, which again has quite a bit of lead. So do be careful with that. And in case you hear the arguing outside, yep, summer in Philly. Fears around money, definitely citrine, aqua earth, definitely citrine. Very helpful with that. Another one too is, oh, and hey, Goddess of Four, anything for the nervous system. Gotcha. Epidote, excellent for the nervous system. And let's see, fears around money. We can also just look for one that's helpful for releasing fears for you too, in general. Let's do picture jasper. Picture jasper helps with releasing fears, especially fears that you don't know you have, and it helps us to envision a really positive future. So this is one that you can use to see the big picture, to make big plans and set big goals. Also helps, yeah, definitely good for those hidden fears. But it's wonderful too for the kidneys, with any kind of moving or traveling abroad or going far away, new cultures. And it's also excellent for smoking cessation. This is definitely one that I would recommend for anyone that's like say, entrepreneurial ventures. If you're trying to think big and broad and like you're brainstorming, this helps you to do that. So I think this will help you. In addition to the citrine, for sure. And even the ruby, which helps to release a lot of fears in general. Hard water and mold. I would suggest maybe shungite. Maybe shungite, which is here, by the way. That helps to clear the body, mind, and spirit. Sometimes it's actually even in your water filtration system already. And the nervous system, let's see. We've got a couple in there, but let's see if we've got some more. Yeah, you are just in time. Confidence and support with your spiritual readings. Okay, that we can do. Yeah, let's see what we got. think we've put in all the nervous system stones, but you know what I'm going to do? I feel like adding green calcite and fluorite for you, just intuitively. Fluorite helps with, in general, relaxation, but also dealing with like finding balance amidst the chaos, the things that you can't control. This helps to comfort new moms and newborns. It also helps with finding peace within a really chaotic environment. So that is fluorite. And there we go. And green calcite is one of my favorite stones for things like anxiety. This helps with releasing the physical tension that can come with stress and anxiety, as well as bringing in a lot of ease and reassurance. It helps with lightening the mood in general too. So that is green calcite. And I think we're just about there. Actually do, there we go. Wonderful. You're welcome, Sam. Okay. Confidence with your spiritual readings, definitely. Sapphire. And I'm just going to do the last couple of stones. So let's do blue chalcedony, prehnite, green kyanite's in there, and blue kyanite. And I don't have flash opal. The only opal I have is fire opal, and it's in there. But let's bring in blue kyanite. Awesome. Yeah, so green kyanite's already in there. So, oh, Gertie, I'm sorry. I gotta move my legs. My legs is falling asleep. Oh, if you're gonna leave, before you leave. Oh, yeah. You can stay here if you want, but I just gotta move my legs. Oh, Aqua, Earth, and Fire, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So let's go on ahead to, okay, last couple. Blue kyanite is really helpful for better understanding our intuitive guidance, as well as radical self-acceptance, loving yourself exactly as you are. Helps too with neurological care, especially around things like speech and mobility. And it helps with harmonizing spite and pettiness, especially if it's in your environment, whether you're prone to it or those around you are. This is a good stone to carry. And it helps with making general healthy changes in your life. Thank you. I hope you have a blessed weekend too. And you're welcome to hang out here and get some Reiki with us in a little bit too. So let's see, that is some blue kyanite. For the confidence with intuition, definitely Super 7 is really helpful with that. Prehnite is helpful with that, and sapphire is helpful with that. Sapphire helps us to better connect with our angels and also helps to boost intuition, like mediumship, channeling. It also helps us to find the best words to share our impressions with our querent. So this might be helpful there too. Lovely too for the thyroid, eyes, and ears, as well as supporting those with dementia and those who love, care about, and care for them. Helpful for speedy justice and envisioning positive outcomes in times of change. So that is sapphire. Prehnite is also really helpful, like for things like any kind of spiritual awakening and awareness, especially spiritual teaching and spiritual learning, but also different types of disciplines around intuition, particularly things like lucid dreaming, prophecy, any kind of divination that you do. It's wonderful for anemia, gout, the kidneys, bladder, and helping to stand firm in your boundaries, especially when it comes to unfair demands. It also helps to stop your mind from wandering during things like meditation or spiritual work. So that's pre-night. And blue chalcedony, pardon me, I'm going to look this up one more time. I haven't spent a lot of time with it. Blue chalcedony. Chalcedony is often pronounced chalcedony as well, in case you're like, wait, have I heard of that? So blue chalcedony, and by the way, I'm reading from, I highly recommend this book, The Complete Crystal Handbook by Cassandra Eason. Awesome. Lots of love to you, Derek, and lots of love to your friend. Awesome. So blue chalcedony helps with, it helps encourage fluid flow through the body, especially relieving fluid retention. It's also helpful for hay fever and allergies, so like perfect choice. Wonderful too for Alzheimer's, dementia, childhood illness, gallstones, inflammation. Bring good luck to legal matters. Very empowering. It helps you to have a wise inner voice and to speak your mind. Helps to encourage stillness and calm during especially like family squabbles. If you have a stressful commute, this can be really helpful. It actually suggests take this with you if you have to take small children shopping, or if you have to get things done in a hurry, which I think is hilarious. So there we go. That's blue chalcedony. Oh, that's where you found flash opal. Okay, cool. Oh, you fell into a new tarot deck? Oh, flower. Awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad you did. I just fell into a new tarot deck too. I got, well, you'll see it. You'll see it next month. But we're at that time where we're going to go ahead and transition from building a crystal grid to the Reiki session. So those of you who've been here before know what to do. Those of you who are new, if you haven't already hit that like button, definitely consider doing so. And the way that you can help most is to kind of help lift the energy, and it's a really simple way to do it. The energy of gratitude lifts energy faster than anything else. So spend a moment just thinking about the things you're grateful for, and if you feel up to it, share any of those in the chat, and that'll help boost that energy right up for all of us. Hey, still not still, lots of love to you. And I'm going to go ahead and just, I'm going to explain a little bit about what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and how you can make the most of the session I'm about to send. And then we'll get into the healing. But before we do that, I just want to balance out our grid here. There we go. Thank you to everyone who helped to inspire this beautiful grid. Thank you all for being here. So what is Reiki? So as I mentioned to all of you who were here at the beginning, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all my social media and my email newsletter. Most of all, thank you for being here. It is always an honor and a privilege to share this healing space with all of you. Thank you. So, what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become a catch-all word for energy healing in the West. Specifically, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki, and this particular method was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s of Japan during a time when it was really difficult or impossible to express any kind of or teach any kind of spiritual teachings that were of a religion or could be misconstrued as a religion. Serious consequences there. So because of that, this particular practice of working with this energy is completely secular, meaning there's, you can submit your own ideas of how the universe works here. It's available to everyone, everywhere, and I feel like the non-dogmatic nature of this practice is why we love it so much in the West. It's really well suited for us. So the concept of energy at the foundation of Usui's method comes from Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, very much still flavors their culture and society up until today. And in this understanding, it's considered everyone everywhere is interconnected and interlinked, and that spirit, in this case, however you define that, provides this beautiful, soul-affirming life energy that supports your body, mind, and spirit to do all of the beautiful things that it's already doing for you right here and now. And it's also part of what can help us with our daily resilience. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to this energy that's already flowing through all of us and that our body, mind, and spirit are very much aware of and work with all the time. And I'll essentially be directing more of it to you, wherever you are and whenever you're watching this stream, in case you're not watching it live. Because Reiki isn't limited to my human limitations, it doesn't matter when you're watching this. So, to open up to the Reiki, like how do I receive the Reiki is a common question. Generally, all you need to do is be open to it. And by being here, you already are. So you've already done the hard part. The only other thing I would suggest is, and this is totally up to you, find a place that's comfy and relaxing. If you can sit or lay down some way that feels good for you, that's optimal, but life isn't always optimal. So you can just be anywhere, anytime, and just allow the Reiki to flow. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. However you show up, the Reiki will meet you. During your session too, you may integrate this with anything else that you like. Like, for example, Flower is diving into a new tarot deck. You can use this time to do some yoga, pull some cards for yourself, journal, have a cup of tea. Whatever feels right at this time is perfect. But if you want to go ahead and take that nap, that's fine too. During the session, you may feel some physical sensations. Some emotions may come up or get released. You may also get an opportunity to get some mental clarity around some things, or get some intuition or some big ideas that just seem to come from out of the sky. And you may have a lovely, beautiful healing nap as well. During the session, at any point, if you feel like you get distracted or if you want to deepen your session, just take a deep breath in and out and it'll bring you right back into the session. During the session, which is 25 minutes long, I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe, and I will turn the music up. For anyone who has supported the stream in any way, whether through contributions, super stickers, contributing to the links in the description, purchasing crystals in any way at all, thank you so much. That also helps me to purchase music from an actual musician that I can play on this stream. So if you enjoy the musical background, check out the link at the bottom of the description to see the artist and her information. At the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to come back to your body, take a deep breath in and out, slowly come back to your body. And at that time, I'll be able to re-engage with you in the chat, answering any questions you have, and even hearing out any particular impressions you may have had during the session. I am here live 5 times a week, so you can go ahead and see that whole list of days and times in the description below, or you can consider subscribing with your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity. And I will be back later today, because it is Friday, at 8 p.m. East Coast US time for another stream just like this, and Sunday at 8 p.m. for another stream just like this. So thank you so much for being here, and let's go ahead and get into the Reiki. Ooh, pretty. Good job, everyone. Let's see. Let's put this here. Put that there. And I think that looks pretty much just superb. Thank you, everyone. Oh, that looks lovely. Thank you, everyone who helped inspire this grid. And for all of these incredible... Oh, hey, Lisa. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All of these wonderful gratitudes. So thank you, everyone. I'm so grateful for all of you. So go ahead, get nice and cozy, and I'm going to start sending that Reiki. So I'll see you all in about 25 minutes. invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to the room that you're in. If you feel extra sleepy, you can gently move, stretch, or bend, wiggle your fingers and toes. Thank you all so incredibly much for being here. It's always an honor and a privilege to share this energy with all of you. Thank you. And Gertie definitely helped. Little Gertie cat. Gertie cat. If you have any questions or anything to share, go ahead and pop it in the chat. Welcome, Ricardo. Oh, Jade, I'm so glad you found us too. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Joanna. Oh, you're welcome, Flower. Lots of love to you and to Little Tree and your whole crew. I'm so glad you got to enjoy some pizza for the first time in years. That sounds awesome. Oh, lots of love to you and your family, Lisa. I hope you all are well. Yeah, little Gertie jumped up on my lap as soon as I started sending the Reiki. She made a few biscuits. So definitely brought some love to the session. Thank you, little Gertie. Thank you, Flower. Thank you, Dell. Lots of love to you and Lori. May we all walk in beauty indeed. Oh, little Gertie. Oh, there goes a 4x4. Oh, thank you all so much for being here. So, I will be back at 8 p.m. East Coast US time, which is a little less than 2 hours from now, to start building another grid for all of you and then sending some more Reiki. Remember, there's no, you have to be timely. You can show up whenever. And I'll be back Sunday night at 8 p.m. East Coast US time as well. Thank you all so much for being here. Lots of love to you too, Lori. Have a wonderful weekend if I don't see you. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here now with the abundance of gratitude y'all have given me. And I'll see y'all again very soon. Take care and bye for now.